Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And today we have the NFL logo rank. Now, a few months ago, I'd probably say back in the spring, around April or May, I did the uniform ranks, and that's up to like 5,000 views right now. And it did pretty good, so I figured I might as well do a logo rank. You know, I've already done the jerseys, might as well do the other side of branding, which is the logo. This one's not going to take too long considering it's just a logo. I don't want to spend 10 to 20 minutes talking about a team's logo anyways. It's just my personal opinion. Remember that. It could be different for you, but hey, I'm not going to take too long. Let's start with number 32, and that is the Washington football team. Now, this team doesn't really deserve number 32 spot. I mean, of course, they've been stripped away from their name and their branding, so it kind of hurts to put them up 32. They had a pretty decent logo before, but now it's just a W, like a burgundy and yellow W. So, I mean, there's really no reason to put up any higher. Washington football team's last place. 31, I hate to do it again, but the Indianapolis Colts. Of course, they don't really have bad branding. It's just their branding just doesn't stand out. It's kind of, it's kind of stale, kind of bland. And all they have is a horseshoe, which is just cool. I think if they chose their Indianapolis Colts secondary logo, which has like the state inside the horseshoe, I think that one's much cooler. But hey, the horseshoe is kind of iconic. It's simple, but it doesn't really deserve to be 31. No, none of these logos are bad. I just want to say that right now. But it kind of deserves 31 because it's just basic. Speaking of basic, number 30, another iconic logo is the Cowboys. I was not going to give help to the Cowboys in this, just because it's a pretty iconic and famous logo. Reality is just a star. There's nothing much else you can say to the Cowboys logo other than it's just a 5-pointed shape, a star with some blue in it. And that's all it is to the Cowboys logo. It's not much. Same thing with the Packers, number 29. It's just a G with the oval circle. You got green, yellow, and white. It's really simple. These top logos are all going to be really simple. They're not bad logos. They're just not as cool as the others. 28 have the Chicago Bears. Now, their logo is really similar to the Packers as well. It's the same shape, except it's just a C, and it's orange and navy blue this time. A little bit of white. It's not bad. It's actually pretty cool colors. Once again, it's just a basic logo. Number 27 is the Cleveland Browns. The thing about this logo is, of course, it could be much, much better than it already is, but it's just a helmet. There's nothing simple to it other than it's literally just an orange helmet with a black face mask, and that's all. I'm pretty sure there's so much better they could do with the Browns. They could do like a dog or a hound or anything like that, but 27 is where I have the Browns. Number 26 is the New York Jets. Now, this logo is kind of plain too, but the only reason why I have it somewhere up in this area is because its logo is actually shaped like a football, and that's actually like the only logo in the league that's shaped like a football. Kind of cool. 25 is the other New York team, the New York Giants. It's just an NY, the Y overlapping, or not the Y overlapping, the Y kind of like stretching across the N. That's pretty cool, I guess. So I give it 25 on my list. 24 is another pretty iconic logo. That's the 49ers. Of course, you can't go wrong with the S and the F overlapping alongside the red and the black and the gold and a little oval. It has the S and the F inside of it. Not a bad logo, just really basic once again. And coming at 23rd, I have the LA Chargers. Now, I like the colors. I like the idea. But the shape of the logo is just a little weird. I feel like the lightning bolt is kind of cool. But in the day, it's just kind of basic. Once again, a lot of these logos are basic. But the colors are cool. And it's just a really weird looking logo. I don't know why it is. Maybe because it's just a lightning bolt. I think an LA logo with the lightning bolt at the end of the L would look better. I think they did that before, but the fans didn't like it. But that's Chargers at 23. 22 have the other LA team, the Rams. Now, they had a top 10 logo before. They changed it, but they changed it to a LA, and the A has a horn on it, which I don't really understand why they did that. It's not bad, but it's not good, It doesn't deserve to be any higher considering that it's a giant downgrade from what they had before. 21 is the Steelers. Now, this is like the first logo I have on this list that actually has a meaning to it. It's just a circle. It says Steelers, and it has a few colorful sparks in it. But the colorful sparks actually mean something, which is pretty cool. I think it's a red, blue, and a yellow. I think it's like iron, coal, and something. I don't know. It's how they make steel in Pittsburgh. I don't remember. If you're a Pittsburgh fan, you probably know what the logo means. But all three colors, they mean something to make steel, which is kind of cool. Pretty basic logo, though. Number 20 is the Bengals, which is a logo I actually kind of like. It's just a B with a tiger stripe. Something about it is just so simple and clean. I think this is a pretty decent logo, actually. There's nothing bad about it. It's just a B with a cool Bengal decal. And we're going to number 19, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. Once again, you have the overlapping letters, which I kind of find cool. San Francisco had that, I like that. The KC overlapping was pretty cool. But also has another meaning to it, because considering it has the arrowhead in the background of the logo, which is like the shape of the logo with the KC in the middle of it. Of course, arrowheads from Kansas City, it dates back to tribes that settled in that area. So it's a pretty good meaning to it once again. It's not a bad logo. Number 18, you might not like me for this, but I have the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I think this logo, it's pretty basic. You know, all the animal logos in the league are pretty good. They have like a lot of detail, but this logo just is missing something. It looks kind of bland. I'm not a big fan of the red. I think it could use some feathers and some details to make this logo look better. Overall, it's just a really basic logo for being an animal. Number 17 is the Tennessee Titans, and this one has a little bit of meaning too. Of course, you have the red and the blue and the navy blue. You have all the colors that makes up Tennessee flag. You also have the 3 red stars in the circle, which are from the Tennessee flag. And I believe the T is the sword, which kind of fits the Titans feel. I think this logo does everything well, also with the flame, the red and blue flame. It's a pretty nice logo, not bad at all. Going to the halfway mark, number 16, the Raiders, the black and white, nice looking shield logo, which I kind of like the shield. You know, we don't really see much shield logos anymore in NFL or any sports at all, considering we've only seen like the LA Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights from hockey have a shield logo. So the Raiders are one of a kind with their logo with a shield. And of course you have the Raiders font above. Of course, all black and white, has a nice, you know, cool feel to it. And then of course you have the skull or the man with like the pirate feel to it. Kind of cool, fits the Raiders vibe. I like this logo. And at 15, I have the Buffalo Bills. There's really not much I can say about this logo. It's just a blue outlined Bills with a red stripe going down the middle of it. It's really simple. It's clean. I like this logo for whatever reason. It's been there forever. Something about this logo I just like, and there's really not much else I can say about it. That's the Bills logo. Number 14 is another simple logo, the New Orleans Saints. This logo, there's no better way you could have made it. Of course, it just has the Saint symbol as black as gold. It looks good. This is just the perfect logo for this team. You know, there's not much better you can make it. The only reason why it sits here is because there's better logos than it, but it's a pretty good logo. Number 13 is a logo with a lot of meaning behind it too. It's the Patriots. I love the feel of it. I love how it dates back to Revolutionary War. It makes it seem patriotic with the red, blue, and white. Of course, it has the cap. It has the star. It just screams America, and that's why this logo is pretty good, because it just builds off its team name, and its team icon is a Patriot. Number 12 is the Lions. Now this logo, I kind of like it. I like the lion, but I feel like the gray just is a little off for me. I don't like looking at the gray and blue. I feel like the gray could be a different color, like a black or a white, and this logo would be easier to look at. I think the gray and the blue just don't blend together. Well, overall, the lion shape is pretty cool, so I have the Lions at 12. Seahawks at 11. This logo is pretty cool too. There's not much else to say about it. This logo could be overrated. It has a nice blue, has a navy blue, has a gray. It has all types of colors. It's a pretty classic logo. It's been there for quite some time. I don't think you can go wrong with this logo. Seahawks at 11. Going into the top 10, I have the Carolina Panthers. This logo is pretty clean. It's a simple animal logo, but this one does it better, considering it has a nice feel to it. It's all black. It has blue highlights. It just looks simple and it looks clean. You know, compared to the Cardinals one, I think that was a little bit more bland, and there's just something missing about it. I feel like that one needs some detail, but the Carolina Panthers logo doesn't really need detail, considering of how they have the colors mixed up. It looks pretty good. Panthers at 10. Falcons are at 9. This is a pretty cool logo. I wish I could put it higher, but honestly I think there's some better ones. Of course, the Falcon, it's of course a Falcon, you can see it. You have the feathers, which are red, black, and white. But if you also look at it from a, you know, like a distance, you can also see that it's a F, which kind of cool. And it took me a lot of my years to figure out that the entire logo is an F and not just a bird, which is kind of cool. And going into number 8 is the Eagles. This is the only logo, the animal logo, I think is facing to the left. So this logo is different than all the other ones, and it's kind of cool. It's just an eagle. It's got cool colors to it. It's white. It's got like a nice green to it. Something about this logo is just really fierce. It looks scary. It's a pretty cool logo. You know, it's a pretty classic logo. It's probably gonna be there forever. It's a good logo. There's not much I can say about it. Number 7 is another scary looking logo. That's the Buccaneers. This logo is, of course, it's different. It's unique. It's a flag. It's a pirate flag on a sword, and it has the Buccaneer with a football in it with overlapping swords. There's a lot of detail going on this logo, but they did it quite right. You know, sometimes if you have too much detail, it makes the logo look bad, but this one just had just enough, and it fits that pretty good spot at number 7. Number 6 is a logo you guys probably won't agree with me, but it's the Texans. This one's really simple. It's just overall longhorn shape. One side of it's red and one side of it's blue, and one side has the star. It just looks like Texas, you know? It has the colors of Texas, it has the lone star of Texas on it, and it's a longhorn. I think this is just the perfect logo for the Texans. It looks pretty cool too. At number 5, I have the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings. This logo is pretty detailed as well, but once again, it doesn't have too much detail. It has everything it needs. It has the Viking head, it has the beard, it has the hair ponytails, it has the Viking hat. Everything about this logo just looks like a Viking. It does the name correct. There's nothing wrong about this logo. Pretty good logo at number 5. Number 4 is the Miami Dolphins. This is a pretty cool logo too. The Dolphin looks really good with a nice blue and orange. Those are a pretty cool color combo. In the background, you also have the sun, which, you know, it makes sense for Miami considering how hot it is down there. So you got a dolphin over a sun. It fits the Miami vibe. It has the cool colors. I like this logo a lot. Number 3 is the Ravens. This logo has just enough detail. The B inside of it's pretty cool. It has a lot of colors going on. The feathers are pretty vibrant. You can see everything. The eye is red. The beak is shaded. I think this logo is just much better than most animal logos considering how much detail is going on to it. It's pretty cool. Gotta have it number 3. And then number 2, I have the Broncos. This logo, something about it's pretty cool too. It's just a fierce logo. It has the orange, white, and navy blue. It just looks good. You know, there's enough detail in it. It's not over detailed. It's not oversimplified. I think this logo is just pretty cool. There's not much I can say about it. Number 1 is definitely the Jaguars. This logo is just something else. I don't know why, but it's just so good. You know, you got the Jaguars head, you got the Jaguars print, you got the blue tongue, you got the, you know, like the fierce opening of the mouth, you got the eyes, you got everything you need from a Jaguar logo. It looks really good. I don't think you can beat the Jaguars logo with any other logo right now, and so that's why they're at number 1. So this video, hopefully it's not too long. It's just ranking a logo video, so hopefully it's not too boring. This is my opinion. Of course, you tell me what logos you like in the NFL better. And if you want to see more ranking videos, of course, the uniform did pretty good. I can always do some more on players, stadiums, even other leagues like basketball. I can do anything. I enjoy making these. These are pretty easy to make, so that's why I'm making them. I'll be honest. But thank you guys.